Welcome to Pouches and More, and today we'll prepare this curved bottom pouch. This is how it looks. It's spacious inside. It's also got a zipper pocket inside where you can keep your cash and valuables. It's completely lined, even the zipper pocket is lined. So this is how it looks. We have used darts for giving the curved effect. It's spacious inside. So let's check out the materials required to make this curved bottom pouch. We require one piece of quilted fabric measuring 10 inches by 11 inches, two pieces of lining fabric which have been interfaced, and this measures 10 inches by 5 3/4 inches. We have left around a 1/4 inches without interfacing on the top part. We have done that on both the pieces. Fabric for the pocket measuring 6.5 by 6.5 inches. Fabric for the tab measuring 1 3/4 inches by 2 inches. We have two zips, one is 8 inch long and the other is 12 inch long. Both the zips are longer. I'll be cutting it. So these are all the materials required to make this pouch. So first we are going to stitch the lining fabrics together. So we'll put the right sides together. The 1/4 inches will be on top and we are going to make a stitch over there. The 1/4 inches that we have not interfaced will be on the top part, and we'll be leaving this middle part, that is for turning the pouch, and we'll stitch both the sides. So we have stitched it and the center part is open. We are just going to finger press the seams like this. So this is how it will be looking. The center part is open. We are just going to keep this aside now. Now we'll take the main fabric which has been quilted and we are going to prepare the pattern directly on this. So we are just going to fold it like this. So the right sides will be together, the wrong side will be out, that is the quilted part will be out. Now the open side is on top. On the folded side we are going to make a boxing. First we are going to just curve it. So we'll be using around 5.5 inches diameter circle, and we're just going to curve this part. Both the sides we're just going to curve it first with a circular object. Now once this is curved, we'll be making in the corner, we are going to make a boxing. So this is the folded part where we're preparing the pattern. We're going to make a boxing of 1 inch. So we're going to make a mark of 1 inch and another 1 inch. I want to just complete this by making another 1 inch mark, and we're going to prepare the box. So this is the 1 inch box that we have done. Now from the corner we are going to make a straight line to the corner of the box, and we are going to just extend this line. So from this corner we are going to make a line to the corner of the box, and we are going to extend it from top. Here we are going to extend the line, and from the circle we will measure 1.5 inch. So from here we are going to make 1.5 inch mark. So this is our dart. Now for the dart leg, from this corner we are going to take it to the box corners. So the extended line corner to the box corners we are going to get the dart legs. So this is the basic pattern. We have done this on one side and this is how it will be looking. We'll do the same thing now on the other side also. So our pattern is ready, base pattern. Now on the top part we are going to take a 1/2 inch marking. So this is the open side. We are making a 1/2 inch marking, and we are going to join this mark to our circle end mark, not to the box mark but to where the circle ends. There we are going to join this 1/2 inch mark. We will be doing this on both the sides. So the other side also, from the circle end to the half inch we are going to make a line. So this is how our pattern will be looking. Now we are going to cut this. First we will cut the outer border, then we will cut the darts. Now we are going to cut the darts. So our pattern is completely cut. Now we are going to open it, and this is how it will be looking. Now we do the same thing on the lining fabric. So our lining fabric and main fabric pattern is ready, and this is how both will be looking. Now we are going to take the main fabric and just measure it. This measures around 9 inches. This is around 9 inches. So we are going to require the zip around 8 inches long. So this is our longer zip. So we are going to exclude the metal, and we are just going to make a marking of 8 inches. And we are going to do this on both the sides of the zip, that is on both the sides of the tape. This is our 8-inch marking. Now we will have to make a marking around half inch extra. So more than the 8 inch we are going to take another half inch over here. So these are the marking. We are just going to cut it. So one side we have cut. Now on this side we will be putting the tab. So for that we will take this tab fabric, fold it in half and get the raw edges to the center. Now we are going to insert the raw end of the zip into this folded part. We need to make a stitch on this. So one side we are going to put the tab. Now for the other side again we will get the slider inside the 8-inch mark. First we need to get the slider inside the 8-inch mark, and we are going to cut it in the half inch. So this is the half inch, this is the 8-inch. Now here we are going to fold it. This is the reason we kept that half inch extra, as we need to fold it. So we are going to fold it on the wrong side, the zipper teeth on the wrong side, and we are just going to pin this. We have to make a stitch on this. So here our slider is facing up. We are just going to turn the zipper on the wrong side, and we are going to pin this. We need to stitch this. So both these parts we are going to stitch it, and also this. It's a simple straight stitch. Now we'll prepare the inside pocket. So we have taken this fabric 6.5 inch by 6.5 inch. This is our zip. Now first what we are going to do is need a center marking. So we are just going to fold this. This is our center. We will mark this. Now this is our wrong side. This is the wrong side of the fabric. Now from the top part we will make a marking of half inch. So just going to make a mark of half inch on the center as well as both the sides. We need to make a straight line over here. So both the sides again will make a half inch mark. Now we are just going to join this line, half inch line. We are going to put the scale directly on the center, aligning with the number, and on either side we will take, so this is our center, and on either side we will take 2 and 3/4 inches. So 2 and 3/4 inches marking will be making. Again 1, 2 and 3/4 inches marking. So we are going to join this line, these two marks. That is the first the half inch mark that we did. We are going to make a straight line on that. Now from this line we are going to make a marking below at half inches. So again half inch marking we are going to do it on both the sides. This is for the rectangle box that we will be preparing. So the box will be half inch wide. Now we are going to join these two marks, that is around 5.5 inches, and we are going to join this half inch line also, mark also. So our rectangle is ready. This is basically the opening for the zip that we will be putting. Now this is our rectangle. We need to make a line in the center, so we'll make a mark at 1/4 inches. Since the box is half inch, we make a mark at 1/4 inches, and we're going to join these two marks also. So we'll just join these two marks now. Now on this 1/4 inch line, we're going to make a marking of a little more than 1/4 inches on both the sides. So it's a little more than 1/4 inches. It can also be roughly around 1 centimeter. It can also be around 1 centimeter. Both sides we have made a mark, and we're going to make a V on this. So this is the V line. Now this we are going to attach it to our lining fabric, that is where we want to put the pocket. So lining fabric right side is facing up. We are going to make a center marking on this. For that, again we are just going to fold it in half, as we need the center. This is our center over here on the lining fabric. Now on the lining fabric also, we will be making a half inch mark. This is the half inch mark, and we'll make a straight line on this half inch mark. So we need a center mark and a half inch line over here. Now we are going to place the pocket fabric on this. This is the fabric that we just prepared, and we are going to align the center and the top half inch line, the center marking and the half inch line with the edge of the fabric. We need to stitch all around on this now. So here we will be making a stitch all around on the rectangle. So I finished stitching all around. Now we need to make a cut on this line as well as the V. Remember not to cut the stitch mark. We have to cut it till the stitch mark. So for that we'll just fold it like this. And we're going to make a center cut. Then we're going to cut on the line as well as on the V. The V we have to cut it till the stitch mark. Remember careful not to cut the stitch mark. So this is how it will be looking. Now we need to turn the whole fabric to the other side. So for that we're just going to finger press the borders like this. We are going to fold the pocket fabric and finger press the borders on all 4 sides. So remember, we should not cut the stitch mark. It should go till the stitch mark. So when we fold it, it becomes neat. Now we are going to, from this opening, we are just going to turn the entire fabric to the other side. So this is how it will be looking. Now we need to put the zip. So for that the slider will be facing up, and the slider has to be inside the rectangle. So just going to place it like this. Remember, the slider should be inside the rectangle, and we need to make a stitch all around on this. So we're going to place it like this and make a stitch all around. The zipper slider will be facing up. So I finished stitching all around. I will turn it to the other side. We need to cut this extra zip. The extra zip is cut. Now to complete the pocket, we're just going to fold this like this, and we need to make a stitch on all three sides. So three sides we need to make a stitch, but remember the stitching will be only on the pocket fabric, not on the main fabric, that is not on the lining fabric, only on the pocket fabric. So first we'll pin it all around neatly, and then we will be stitching the pocket fabric. So here we'll make a stitch on three sides, only on the pocket fabric, not on the main fabric. Our pocket is done, and this is how we're looking. So our pocket is also completely lined from inside. This is zipper pocket which will be inside the pouch. It's completely lined and ready. Now we take the main fabric, we make a center marking. We have already prepared the zipper. So we make a center marking on the main fabric. The right side will be facing up. Now the zipper will take it, and we make a center marking on the zipper also. We fold it till the 8-inch mark. So both the sides we are just going to make the center marking. Now the main fabric right side facing up, the slider facing down. Align the center marks neatly and clip the fabric. So this is done. Now we'll also put the lining fabric right side facing down, and we're just going to align it from the side and the top and clip both the fabrics to the zipper. So we need to make a stitch on this, right sides are together, zipper is in center, straight stitch. So this is done. Now for making the top stitch, we are just going to put both the fabrics on one side, finger press it. So both the fabric wrong sides are together, finger press it and make a top stitch. So one side is done. Now for the other side, again we have made a center marking. Now on this side also of the main fabric, we need to make a center marking. We have done that. Now we're just going to get the fabric like this and align the center of the zip and the main fabric. So this is how it will be looking from the side. Now for the lining fabric, we are just going to get the lining fabric on the lining fabric side, align them and clip the fabrics together, and we need to make a stitch on this. From the side, both of them will be looking like this, right sides together of the lining fabric as well as the main fabric. Now a straight stitch over here. So we have finished stitching this. Now for making the top stitch on this side, we need to turn the entire pouch to the right side. So from this side, that is the open side, we are just going to turn the whole pouch to the right side. Now I turn the whole pouch to the right side. Again finger press this side neatly, and we're just going to make a top stitch over here also. So this side we need to make a top stitch. Top stitch is done on both the sides. Now we again turn it to the wrong side. Both the fabrics again we are just going to turn it to the wrong side. So again we have got it back to its original position. Now we need to stitch the darts. So it's very simple, just put the darts together like this. They come together very easily, and we're just going to clip them. So we will do that for all the 4 darts as well as the lining darts. So they come together very easily, and we'll have to make a stitch on this. This is the 4th dart. We'll also be doing this on the lining fabric. So lining fabric also, darts will put them together. Now we'll have to make a stitch on all the darts, that is the main fabric darts as well as the lining fabric darts, which is going to make a stitch. So this is done. We have stitched all the darts together. Now we just need to stitch all around. This is the opening for turning. Now both the sides we'll have to stitch. So for that we'll just put the seams of the darts together, and we're just going to put one on one side, on the other sides, since it should not be fat right in the center. We're also going to match these seams. So entirely we need to match the seams of the dart as well as the side stitch marks. Remember to put the darts on the opposite sides. So we'll do that on the lining fabric side also. Now we need to make a stitch all around. So I have stitched the pouch. Now from this opening we will turn the whole pouch to the right side. So I have turned the whole pouch to the right side. This is how it will be. The darts have also come out neatly. Now we need to stitch this opening that we left in the lining fabric. It's a simple straight stitch. We can either hand stitch it or machine stitch it. I'll be machine stitching the entire thing, since it's a very simple straight stitch and will be going inside in the pouch. So just going to clip this, open it, and we will be stitching this also to complete the pouch. So it's a straight stitch over here. We've finished doing the stitching also, and this is how our pouch will be looking. It's completely ready and done. This is the tab on one side, and on the other side we just folded the zip to make it look neat. These are the darts. They have come out nicely and they give the curved effect. We have also made a zipper pocket inside. So it's simple to make. Please to try this. Thanks for watching. Bye.